looking at Porzingis, I was thinking of this with the trade deadline. Mavericks are probably going to do nothing. I hope they surprise me and do something, but I think we're going to have the exact same team on Friday that we're going to have tonight against the Detroit Pistons. You would think, though, as well as the Mavericks have played lately without Porzingis, because take out the 2 really bad losses. Well, if you add a Porzingis to this team, like if this team were to get a guy who's averaging 19 points and 8 rebounds and what is his blocks? 1.7 blocks a per, which is an antiquated stat now. It's kind of like WAR in basketball, but not really. People are looking at other ones. A 22.15. That's a big number. Just to give you an idea, Brunson's per is 17.71. So he's almost 5 better in a kind of
same
WAR
Jalen
stat.
Brunson we're going to have on the show tomorrow?
Yes. So you would say, gosh, well, if we're about to get Porzingis back to this team that's beating Philadelphia, beating Atlanta, does this make us a championship contending team if you add Porzingis to this mix? And I think the answer for most people is no. But you would think if you were able to get a Porzingis-like player, if you didn't know who that person was at the trade deadline right now, you'd be like, oh my God, we just got 19-8 or 20-8 to this team. But it's weird to me that as I think about this team and I watch this team play, that adding Porzingis, who is a good player when he does play, which is 60% of the time, that should really help this team out. But yet I don't feel like adding Porzingis is going to take us to another level.
I think like Jalen Brunson is your true number 2 right now, right?
Yes.
For this team, I don't know how many other teams he would be as successful as a true number 2 with, but you've got that guy. So like you see what that production's like whenever Porzingis isn't on the court. Whenever Luka needs to be spelled, you have that guy that can do that. So you see what this team looks like. I don't think that KP makes you any better. I want to say that him being in the block and his size is effective. And I think he's an effective rim protector at times against the guys that are trying to come at the basket. But do I think that he's going to, shut down Shaq if him and Anthony Davis?
No.
If Anthony Davis wanted to back him down?
If he played Denver in the first round, I know it's unlikely.
There's no way he stops Jokic from doing what he wants to do.
So what are the numbers that say how much does Porzingis affect the Mavericks winning?
All right. So first I'm going to talk about the durability, which you had kind of referenced, is KP has played 63% of the Mavs games this year. Oh, God. Which you said, oh God, as the outcome. But think about this. That is his second highest play percentage in the last 5 years. All right. So
we're getting the healthiest Porzingis you can possibly get. And this is like, remember before the season, hey, he had a healthy offseason for the first time since 2017. Yeah. He made the All-Star team that year. Like he's never been this healthy. And so this is pretty much the healthiest you're going to get of Porzingis is 63% of the games.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. But that was the part that was jarring to me. And then with KP, the Mavericks are 19-15. That's a .559 winning percentage. Without KP, they're 12-8, which is a .600 winning percentage.
About the same. Not much.
Definitely better, like record-wise without him. Now, I get it. I did not do an advanced analytic breakdown of the common opponent and everything like that. I just, on the surface, you would think it would be easy to spot a trend where the Mavericks are discernibly better with KP on the team because he is a good player. And that is what is perplexing me about this whole thing. I thought, like, Mike, I'm going to be really honest with you. I thought it might be sometimes KP is not your favorite. And so I kind of thought I would.
What?
I know. Do we need to hit the
shocking?
Do we need to shout out DuckDuckGo for that breaking news? So I kind of thought this.
I want him to be great.
I know, but I thought this might fit in your, Mike's mad, but the numbers don't bear this out. You know, like they do this when he's with them. They do this when he's without them. But you said it. It's almost the same. And in fact, the Mavericks have a better record without him, which I find astonishing because at worst, he's your third best player. And this perplexes me to no end. And I think I've now used that word twice, but that's how flummoxed I am about all of this.
What's he unstoppable at?
Nothing.
So that's my big, like,
interviews.
He's pretty good.
He's a good player. He's an above average player. He's somewhere between, I would say, I don't think I'm going to get much argument here, the 35th and 50th best player in the NBA.
Yeah, I might expand it out to 60, but I hear what you're saying.
But I think there's something to be said. He's not unstoppable.
You just look at it and you start trying to rank Porzingis on where he ranks in the Western Conference of big guys, right? We did this with Jalen the other day. When we look at guards in the NBA, Jalen fits somewhere between, let's just say, 20 and 30 in the best guards in the NBA, but he's not a top 20 guard in the NBA. And to Corey's point, we're like, this is our second best player, the 21st to 25th. So best guard in the NBA is our second best player. And Porzingis, when you just look at the Western Conference, and I get he gets hurt a lot too, is Anthony Davis is way better than Porzingis. Rudy Gobert is better. Obviously, Jokic is the MVP. Yeah. Sabonis is better than Porzingis, who now comes into the Western Conference. You just start looking around and you start ticking down the name after name after name that are kind of big guys in your Western Conference. And we're relying on this guy to be, we want him to be at 33 to 36 million a year, which we owe him over the next few years. We need him to be pretty much in the conversation with Anthony Davis and Sabonis and Gobert and Jokic. It doesn't have to be better than those guys, but we have to have real conversations about how good he is compared to those guys. And we can't have a real conversation about that.